Hello and welcome to another practical 365 feature. Today I will show you how to install the new modern agent using the hybrid configuration wizard. Remember, the hybrid agent currently is preview, and in April 2019, so last week, Microsoft released another preview of the agent that I now will use to show you how to install it using the wizard. So let's start. I open the hybrid configuration wizard by double clicking either on the icon if you installed it already, or you can use it or open it in the Exchange Admin Center. Once it's opened, click Next, and it will detect your local Exchange server that is best suited for your installation. Here you click Next, and then you need to basically select or choose which accounts you're using for installing the agent as well as the hybrid configuration. Yeah. Here, of course, the predefined account that is used is basically the one you're logged in. Yeah, and for Office 365, I use my global admin account of my tenant. Then you click Next, and what it will do, it basically will retrieve your current configuration settings from both Exchange and Office 365 from your Office 365 tenant. So once it's finished, you click Next, and then you you get to the menu where you can decide between minimal hybrid configuration and full hybrid configuration. Remember, a minimal hybrid configuration is more or less a quick migration approach. Yeah, so you don't need, you will not configure each and every detail. Yeah, that you will configure in a full hybrid configuration, for example, because in a full hybrid configuration, you will configure, for example, federated delegation that provides you full FreeBSD features between on-premises and the cloud and backwards. The modern agent basically can be installed for both minimal and full. For my demo, I will choose full and click Next. On this page, basically on the hybrid topology page, you select either if you want to use the classic hybrid topology, that's without a hybrid agent, or the new Exchange modern hybrid topology. That's basically installing the agent. And so you get the benefits of having the agent, and you do not need to publish your client access server to the internet. So let's install it and let's see how it works. So you basically you select that and click Next. And then of course you will have the license agreement that you need to read and confirm, and then you click Next. And on the next screen, basically you require to log on an on-premises account that is used to create your migration endpoint. Use the same one that I used before, click Next, and now it will download the hybrid agent. So this makes sure that the agent is always up to date. So once the setup is started, you will see a login screen that's asking you for the global admin login and password. So the agent is able to be installed on that system. So now it's installing the hybrid agent, which is basically a service that is installed on the computer where you run the hybrid configuration wizard on. As you see, once it's installed, it registered the hybrid agent, and then it will validate the hybrid agent for Exchange usage. So it makes sure that the agent is running and working as expected. Yeah, so here you will see any kind of issues or errors, yeah, even before you're starting to use it. So now you see I speeded up the recording in order so you don't need to wait. We validated the hybrid agent installation and it's ready to be used. Oh, by the way, did you know the F12 key? So if you press the F12 key, you get to the diagnostic tools of the HCW of the hybrid configuration wizard, and you can open the log file, for example, here. And that's very interesting in order to troubleshoot, for example, or to see what's happening in the system. Yeah, so here it shows you exactly what and how the agent was installed, for example. Yeah, so F12 is really a great hint, yeah, in order to troubleshoot. So if you press F12 again, it's gone. Yeah, so after the agent was set up, and remember the agent is only for the communication of your client access, so your free busy times from Office 365 to your on-premises environment. Yeah. Once you install the agent, of course, you still need to configure the hybrid transport configuration. So this is, for example, the, the bidirectional mail transport. So on the next page, it allows you to select either you use a mailbox server for the transport or you use Edge. Yeah, so you can define what you want to use. And of course, in advanced, if you want centralized mail routing, that means that all the Exchange messages or all messages will be transferred from Exchange Online to your on-premises Exchange, for example, for inspection or for archiving purposes. Yeah? And once you configure that, click Next. And on the next screen, you basically define the receive connector, yeah, and what servers should be configured for receiving messages from Office 365. And of course, the send connector configuration. So here again, you configure a server that will send, or that is part of the send connector that is configured between Exchange on premises and Office 365 and vice versa. So on the next page, you will be able to select the public certificate for the transport. Remember, with the agent, you don't need a public certificate because you don't need to publish the client access to the internet. However, in order to secure email flow, you should have a certificate for protecting your SMTP mail flow using TLS. So here you select the appropriate certificate to be used, and then you click Next, and then you have to enter the FQDN that your Exchange server or the transport server, the SMTP service, is responding to. And finally, you will reach the ready for update page. And that is basically the final confirmation before the hybrid configuration wizard configures your hybrid deployment. So once you click update, you see it will initialize everything and start the configuration of your hybrid deployment. So as you see, the hybrid configuration wizard basically also creates the migration endpoint at the end and tests the migration. And finally, you see a confirmation, and if no error occurred, it should say congratulations. If there's an error, basically you will see what error occurred. And my recommendation normally is that you should rerun the agent after a while, because most of the configuration errors that will happen in the hybrid configuration wizard sometimes depend on replication cycles within Office 365, or that, for example, the federation certificate is not active yet. So here you see we finished it successfully. You click close and you now have the hybrid configuration. Well, this concludes my demo about how to install the first hybrid agent using the hybrid configuration wizard. There will be additional demonstrations that will show you, for example, how to verify that the agent is running, as well as how to uninstall the agent. So take a look on Practical 365. You see more of these demos. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.